From New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Rosie Perez is here spilling the tea on her new job and co-hosts at The View. Plus, GMA's Lara Spencer shows us how to make flea market finds fabulous. And it's finally here. Wendy's got the first trailer of the new Aaliyah movie. Now, here's Wendy.
I'm doing great. Are you kidding me with that kind of reception? Let's get this show on the road. It's time for Hot Topics. Today is the day. Teresa and Joe in New Jersey at the Housewives are going to court in Newark to find out their sentence for bank fraud. Well, Teresa's asking for mercy from the judge. She does not want to go to jail. And who does? She's facing 2 years. He's facing 4 years. She's gonna argue with or not argue, but plead with the judge that if she and Joe go to prison, then their 4 daughters will have to be split up because there's nobody who that they can think of who's gonna take all 4 girls. I know the youngest is only 5 years old and the oldest is 13. And so, I mean, taking in 4 children is a lot for most households. Do you know what I'm saying? But even if she does half of her time, she's not asking you to raise her children. She just needs you to, look out for them for 12 months and then she'll be out. I don't know. I think that, it's not like they stabbed and shot people, I mean, yes, bank fraud is huge. And most civilized people don't take out a bunch of fake loans for millions of dollars and then get on TV and buy furniture with it. And then, Teresa, and then talk down to the rest of us because we live in used houses. You know what I mean? I don't want to live in somebody else's house. It's skeevy. Ew. She's always been less than smart though, so hopefully she will. Teresa's lovable in a less than smart way. Don't you think she's lovable? Sure. And she makes a good point about the girls. I mean, but they do have a very large family. Do you remember when the episode where Joe was standing up on top of the balcony in the house and looking down and giving a toast, and all those people down here, they were all family members, And with all the money that seems to be floating around in that cipher, somebody's got to have 4 extra bedrooms in their house. Or maybe 1 bedroom and you buy a couple of bunk beds. It's only for a moment, or maybe a pull-out couch. Scoliosis is not going to set in that fast with the girls. I mean, you can sleep on a couch once or twice, when you're older like us. But kids, are you kidding me? Kids can survive on a couch for a full year without, getting an ailment. And you might say, well, what about her brother Joe, since they seem to be in the money? Right now, Joe and his wife are living in what they call a smaller house, which looks, I told you, there's granite and a Sub-Zero refrigerator. I think they're talking down to us, you know what I mean? They're living in a temporary small house until their next house is being built, Teresa's brother and sister-in-law. And the next house is supposed to be even more, majestic than the old house. So somewhere in all that majesticness, somebody's got to have some extra rooms. I don't know. I think using the kids as the excuse for staying out of jail, though, is pretty good. She's not a stabber. Give her house arrest. But, no. But not just any house. give her the house arrest in like, you know, a regular house that regular people live in, you know what I mean? With a 2-car garage and, you know, and 3 bedrooms. But yeah, she should get house arrest. Joe should go to jail, but Joe should not get deported. And that's all I'm saying. He's facing 4 years in jail. Yes, he did the wrong thing by robbing and stealing, which is why most of us have such high interest on our bank loans and credit cards, because of people like this, you know? But we forgive, right? He should do 2 years in jail, not 4. And after he finishes, he should not get deported back to his motherland, Italy, like they were talking, because that'll be splitting up the family. And God only knows the downfall of society is broken homes. So, you know, I wish them well. I wish them well. I want them to get off reality TV. I think in the history of reality TV, this is probably the biggest realist scandal, you know what I mean? I mean, we knew this family from when they were introduced to us years ago, and now look at this, everybody's going to, I mean, they're facing jail time. Reality TV is just no good. I can't understand why Bethany Frankel's going back to the New York Housewives. Bethany, what are you doing? Yes, honey. I mean, look, I was reading the Us Weekly magazine, and Us Weekly says that Bethany's returning to the Real Housewives of New York. She was also on my friend Jenny Hutt's Sirius satellite radio show, and she told Jenny, yes, she is in talks with Andy Cohen. Now, I don't know, well, Us says she's going back to the Housewives, but then again, maybe she's not. Maybe it's like Bethany goes it alone, you know, the divorce is finalized, you know, and she's got her daughter and her you know, liquor and, you know, the bars and, you know, the stuff that she has. So, you know, she hasn't signed anything yet, according to what she told Jenny Hutt. Then again, if that was a recorded interview, which I don't know that it was or not, I don't know. This whole reality thing. Although the best years of the New York Housewives, because I haven't seen, my whole TV watching thing has changed. Like I'm back into like sitcoms and stuff, and you know, like Scandal. Like I'm. You know, I haven't seen any of those. I was telling you this, I haven't seen anything from the New York Housewives. I've seen like 5 minutes of Jersey Housewives, and I used to be all into these shows, you know. I haven't seen Ray J's, you know, the Hollywood, what's it called? Love and Hip Hop out there. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop here. I haven't seen Usher's wife and those wives. What's that show called? Atlanta Exes. Growing up, I think. I don't know. But me growing up is not good for this show. Anyway, I think that Bethany is just looking for attention. You know, sometimes it's not about the money. Sometimes fame is a drug, and there are people who just, you know, got to be on the TV no matter what. Well, the talk show didn't work out, so you're back where you belong, Bethany. Good luck. And by the way, they should bring back Jill Zarin and you know, the rest of them too, so she could have somebody to fight with. So congratulations to Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. It's time for a celebrity shout out. Hit it. It's always a nice time when somebody's celebrating having a baby, especially the first. So congratulations to them. They welcomed a baby girl. Do you know what? No, not all, because I'm gonna tell you how, I'm in Suzanne's office the other day, and we're sitting, you know, shooting the mess, and we're looking at pictures of celebrities, and this is before she delivered the baby.
Yep.
And what did you say?
I said she's definitely having a girl because girls steal your beauty.
Haven't you ever heard that? Like you know, she was on People Magazine's Most Beautiful list, but clearly she like many people, she needs the extra makeup and stuff. And I agreed with her. I said, yup, Suzanne, it is a girl because her beauty is, you know, stolen.
Come back.
It'll come back.
She'll be just as beautiful
yes,
in a couple months.
Yes.
She'll be back.
Clean it up, Suzanne.
Yep.
Uh-huh. But congratulations to them. You know, she already said that, you know, she's gonna leave Hollywood, at least temporarily, to help out, or not to help out, but for motherhood, which I totally admire that. But you won't believe who is offering to help Ashton and Mila with the baby. Demi Moore, you guessed it! You guessed it! I know, girl! I'm all like, oh, hell to the no. Look, one of my favorite movies centers around this plot. You know, Hand That Rocks the Cradle, starring Rebecca De Mornay. Okay. All right. I must tell you, there is no way in hell I would have Demi Moore helping me out with this baby. First of all, Demi Moore has a tick that she needs to fix. Second of all, this is sneaky and plotative. You know, like she gives a beautiful cashmere baby blanket, but the baby blanket is full of itching powder. Well, this is where my mind goes. Or she gives the little girl a dolly, but the dolly is like Jennifer Tilly in the Chucky movies, like evil. I wouldn't, not only don't I want your help, Demi, if I were the girl, Kunis, I don't even want a gift from you on account of you might have put roots on the gift. And besides, Demi really does need to take care of her own daughters as opposed to worrying about somebody else's, because her 3 daughters have been spinning out of control, and I say that as a caring mother. You know, all jokes aside, Demi needs to take care of herself and her daughters and leave Ashton and his new baby and his new soon-to-be wife alone. Demi, get it together. Did you see Kendra with Juliana on E! last night? Clap if you did. We had a late dinner, and then I was writing my jokes, because, you know, I'm going back out to the Venetian to tell jokes, my comedy set on Halloween night. Yeah. On October 31st and November 1st. It's a two-date weekend. So I'm writing my jokes, and it was Wednesday last night, and the only place to be is ABC for the Goldbergs, Blackish, and Modern Family. So yeah, I wasn't watching this interview. But my Hot Topic staff was, why don't you all ever tell me when something is on like that? Because I would have switched back and forth.
Okay, we will.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Kendra says that she's sticking by her man no matter what. Take a look at this.
Let's say he did do what this transsexual claimed. I am still willing to move on and forgive him. I cannot shut this man down. I will never do that to him. He's worth it. He's worth everything. He's the best person I've ever met in my life. Even if he did do this, he deserves forgiveness. I'm willing to spend the rest of my life trying to figure this out rather than spend one night single.
All right, I'm gonna talk really delicately because I don't want to say one wrong word. It seems like she's scared to be alone, just observing that. But then again, she does have a brand new baby. Look at a brand new baby. She also said in the interview, according to my team, that she pointed out that little Hank, she was that same age when her parents got divorced, and it damaged her forever. So she doesn't want to be a single parent, although, like I always say, there's tons of kids who come from single parent households that end up doing terrific things in the world. At one point, Juliana asked her, was she making this up for TV? And as opposed to being defensive, Kendra said, no. Why would I want to shame myself to my neighbors? I mean, she took it to the basics, you know, which my neighbors, why do I want my neighbors talking about me like this? No. Personally, I couldn't get past this. You know, infidelity is one thing. But infidelity with a person that has something that I can't give, no lady in the pink, I'm not laughing about this. Now, you've been a good, no, you can laugh if you want, but you're not gonna make me laugh. I said I'm gonna try to choose my words carefully, okay? Okay, well then you laugh. I'm sorry. If he did get with this transsexual, I couldn't look at my man the same way. Like, you want something that I can never give you. I can no longer get moist for you, knowing that you want something that I can't give you. And now when we go to parties, I'm not just watching you look at other women, okay, you see? But it's like, really? The world is your buffet. I could not get past it. Now I'm gonna take a poll from my, no pun intended. I'm going to take a poll from my co-host. Co-host, clap if you could forgive and move on. Even with a brand new baby? That's all I'm saying. And by the way, I'm not interested in watching this show because I'm not interested in seeing how this all sorts out. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know why. A year ago, I would have been all in, mouth watering. But I'm not interested in this. Like, I don't understand it. I can't get past it. And apparently neither can my co-host. Let's move on. Puffy says that his ex Jennifer Lopez has the best booty in the world. And here's his quote. "It's great. It's a work of art. It's something that will go down in history. For real, it will. That thing is just incredible." What a nice thing for somebody to say. I mean, in this day and age, like, remember when Jennifer Lopez's butt used to be like the best butt on the hit parade, and now with all the girls getting the injections and things like that, it's gotta be like a little disheartening that, wait a minute, mine's natural, it's been here all my life. And now these girls are just popping up with booties. Well, I miss Puffy and Jennifer as a couple. I mean, that was a particular day in music. I mean, they were Jay-Z and Beyonce before Jay-Z and Beyonce were a thought. I mean, I never thought it would last because she just seems, in my mind, to be coming from a proud New Yorican family where, you know, yes, Jennifer, you can date whoever you want, but ultimately speaking, when you have babies and when you marry, you know, we want to keep the Puerto Rican thing going with pride. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying don't bring anybody home with the babies and the marriage. And so anyway, it turns out I was correct because she babied with Mark Anthony and she married Mark Anthony and she ended up breaking up with Puff after that incident. Don't you love this outfit? Yeah. I remember when these bandanas were all the rage. And you know what? Tashina Arnold, Pam from Martin, sent me a whole bunch of them. You know, she had a business where she sold these bedazzled bandanas. And I had them in all the colors. And they were just great, because whenever you're having bad hair day or your wig wasn't laying right, you just put on a bandana in style. I miss them as a couple. Oh, she said something back. Oh, you didn't put my quote from her back. No, I thought I had a quote from Jennifer. Anyway, Puffy also said that Kim Kardashian's booty doesn't compare to Jennifer's. Well, let's compare them. Well, one is more natural and one is pointy. Yeah. Anyway, hello to both of your booties. So I'm really excited for the Aaliyah movie that, you know, I'm one of the executive producers on. And I'm telling you all that we gave this movie our all. Alexandra Shipp is my Aaliyah. I'm about to show you a clip. It's our hot clip of the day. R. Kelly is the one, by the way, the brown-skinned man with the sunglasses, just so that you know, that's the R. Kelly character. Roll it!
It takes more than some hot producer to create a superstar. It takes the right artist.
realize what you got in this girl, you're gonna be nobody like her.
Bow down to a goddess. Aaliyah. Goddess. 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 Bow down to the goddess. Goddess. Got it.
Thank you. Aaliyah, Princess of R&B. It airs on Saturday, November 15th at 8 o'clock on Lifetime. Clap it up, everybody. The show continues. From Good Morning America, Lara Spencer is here. She's gonna show us some terrific tips for home decor, but up next, she's the new co-host of The View, the fabulous Rosie Perez joins us next. Everyone was excited when they found out that our first guest was going to be joining the 18th season of The View, especially me. Take a look. And if not that Rosie, guess what? I like Rosie Perez, and I've told you that. I think Rosie Perez has a great point of view. You know, she'd be a Latina representing during daytime TV, which would be a first. Rosie is our kind of people. She says it like she means it. She's an activist. I love Rosie Perez, and her dimples are all that. Does anybody remember who recommended Rosie Perez for the job? That's all I'm saying. Thank you. Please welcome the fabulous Rosie Perez. Doing a terrific job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So and here's the weird thing that you know, your name wasn't even in the running. I mean, I was rooting for you. At what point did your agent call you and tell you you got the job?
Well, my manager, Tarek and Sam, they called me 2 weeks before the show aired. And yeah. And
you weren't even one of those tryout girls.
I wasn't trying out, nothing. And they called and they said, would you be interested? At least to sit down with the executive producers to have a conversation. And I said, And
really?
there was this long pause, yes.
Why?
Because I was so disgustingly happy with my life already.
The way it was.
Yeah,
yes.
So I knew it was gonna be a big change.
Yes.
And then they said, Bill Wolf. I said, Bill Wolf from Rachel Maddow. He's the new executive producer.
Okay.
As well as Abra that you have met before from Katie Couric. And I go, now I'm interested. And I went in and I had a meeting with them and with Randy as well. And what they said to me was, this is about being a team. You guys are gonna argue, you're gonna disagree, but we want you to be respectful. And I said, I'm in. And that's fine.
Nice. Now, this is the first time that I can recall that you've had a steady daytime job. Your time has been spent on movie sets and on stages. So how is the routine for you? Because The View is live.
Yes.
So you're working, what, 4 days a week?
Yes.
And then you tape the 5th day?
Yes.
How is it getting up and being there and getting your hair fried and the eyelashes and all that stuff?
I'm exhausted.
Exactly.
I am so tired, it's not even funny. You know what time I went to bed last night?
What time?
9:30.
Yeah.
9:30. The night before, I missed boxing. You know, Monday Night Boxing on Fox. I missed boxing, and I live for boxing. That's how tired I am. And I have to tell you, I thought I was gonna love getting my hair and makeup done every single day because I'm obsessed with hair and everything, but it takes a toll.
Yeah, after the first week, you got a bunch of split ends, but it looks healthy. They haven't
Thank you.
killed it. They haven't
but
killed
I need
it.
some tips, you know what I'm saying?
A wig?
Yeah.
Wigs are good. But the hours are good. I mean, you finish work at noon.
Yes,
So
it's
then what do you do?
lovely.
You fly out of there, and how do you spend the rest of your day?
Well, I'm about to do a play next year, Larry David's new play on Broadway.
Nice.
And I'm about to go up to Maine to film a movie starring Diane Wiest and David Oyelowo. So when I go home, I study my scripts, and then I have to study the hot topics, and then I crash and I pass out.
Yes. Now, so now when you go film movies, the nice thing about The View is that when you're absent, you have 3 other hosts, plus maybe a guest host to fill in.
Yes.
So you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to do it all.
Yeah. Yes.
Now,
Let's hope.
now you and Adrienne Bailon are the only 2 Latinas that I can recall that are on daytime TV.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad, and it's shameful.
Do you
really
feel the weight of the world on your shoulders?
You know, I think I would have felt that weight maybe 10 years ago, but now that I'm older and I'm more mature,
yes.
It's okay, because what I understand is my first obligation is to be truthful and honest with myself.
Yes.
And then project that out to the audience, you know? And I am a woman first who is Latina. And so, you know, if I bring in the you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And, you know, that said, you know, it is National Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh.
You know, and I got to mention it for the first time on The View today. And, you know, and the producers are wonderful because they go, what do you want to do? I go, for real?
Yes.
And they're like, yeah. And so, you know, so we're going to do things. And it's not just about
nice.
this month. It's going to be all throughout the show.
So everything seems to be calm over there.
Yeah.
Over there, you know, you and all the women. I'm not familiar with your other new co-host.
Nicole.
Yeah, I'm not that familiar with her, but she seems very likable through the TV.
She is, and you know what? I was afraid that I was gonna like despise her.
Yeah, why? Because of her political views?
Because no, not only just you know, not. I don't despise people because they have opposing political views.
Right.
But I thought that she was gonna be a very combative person, and she isn't. What she is, she's a fierce woman who knows her own mind and is not afraid to speak it, and so therefore you respect her.
Yes.
So I have a lot of respect for this woman.
Nice.
A lot of respect for this woman.
I was reading that the way they tested co-host is by having like a mock view, you know, behind the scenes. Did you have to test like that, like with Rosie and?
Honey, you know, we had one day, 3 days before first air. We had 1 day to practice in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And I gotta hand it to you, Wendy. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's really not easy. And you know, the nerves were bumbling, and you know, I was out of my head, and I was so nervous, and I was saying to myself, you know, like I was here, but really I was over here because the other Rosie was going, what the hell are you doing? You know, and in
a nice way or a mean way? Because I read stuff.
I was talking to myself.
Okay.
You know?
I thought you were talking about Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, not the other Rosie.
Everything looks good so far.
Everything looks good so far. But my first day on air, live television, I was having that out-of-body experience, having a dialogue with myself while I'm already talking. And then Rosie O'Donnell said something about athletes, that she felt like all of them are violent on the field, and when they get home, they're violent at home. And I went, oh, honey, no. And then all of a sudden I came into myself, and I wasn't thinking about the audience, and I was just saying, let me tell you how it is. That is not a nice generalization. And she went, oh, okay. And then I realized, oh my God, this is so much fun.
Right, exactly.
This is so much fun.
Up next, everybody, I want to get to the bottom of how Rosie feels about a popular Kanye West song that mentions her curvy figure and more. Keep it here. But now I just am who I am, and that's the way it is. Hi. We're back with Rosie Perez. We were talking about, you know, the stuff that goes along with daytime TV, like getting your hair fried and getting eyelashes and things like that.
Yes.
By the way, are you loving the clothes?
Oh my gosh, I am living for the clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, they turned me out on the show.
Let me give you, put your feet right there on there. That I just want to show shoe cam. Just a simple nude shoe. And by the way, you've got Barbie feet. What size feet do you have, Perez?
A size 5.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes 5.5 though.
Wow.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I was gonna say it's difficult for you. Like for me, I wear size 12, so that's
so we're on
the opposite thing.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary to your lovely husband, Eric.
Thank you.
I know this is your second time around and last time around. What do you love about being married?
I know this is going to sound terribly corny, but I love calling him my husband. I know, I'm sorry, I do. We have such a great love and a great partnership, and he makes me laugh, I make him laugh, and all we want to do is just sit on the couch and watch boxing and just be in love.
And then you have to go to sleep because you have to wake up early to get to work. Okay, we're celebrating this year the 25th anniversary of Do the Right Thing.
Yes.
Yes, there she is.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
When's the last time you were in the club working it out like that?
Oh, honey, you know, I feel so much pressure when I go to the club because I'm a woman of a certain age, you know, and everybody thinks that I'm gonna jump up in the circle and battle them. I'm like, it's been 25 years, you know? I can't do it. All I could do is a two-step. You know what I'm talking about? You know when you go like this? I'm mad.
Yes, yes.
You know, that's it. That's it. You know?
Rumor Patrol. Back in
Okay.
2008, remember Kanye West had the song
Yes.
called Good Morning. And in the song, there was a line about you. And the rumor is that you felt offended sometimes and you like it others. The line goes, you got D's MFers, D's Rosie Perez.
Yes.
All right, D's as in your boobs.
Yes, but at least he got the size right. I don't know how the hell he did that, but he must have a good eye as well as a great ear. I love Kanye West as a artist. I think he is just amazing. And at first, I have to tell you, I was insulted because the first time I heard about it was I have a charity, Urban Arts Partnership, where we service arts ed curriculums to inner city schools. So I'm walking down the hallway saying hello, hello, and usually they say hi, Miss Perez, and they were like, hi, D's. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't believe it, so I was really insulted. And then, you know, I was telling him, this is a horrible thing. I can't believe he did this to me. And then when I went home, I went in the mirror and I went, oh.
No, your boobs. No. They're wrapping us up, but before we go, I just want to say, Rosie's boobs, you know that they're legendary. They always have been. And also, you have very active nipples. Now, no, you do. No, you do. They're very active and reactive. And what I wanted to ask you, because now, you know, on TV, on the talk show and stuff, have they spoken to you about a thicker bra, perhaps, or some silicone pasties or something?
Yes, they have.
See? That's all I'm saying. Rosie, thank you so much for being here today, being open and honest, and I'll be at your place, The View, tomorrow.
Yes, you will. And Wendy, thank you because you put it out there in the world. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too, Rosie. Rosie Perez, everybody. The View airs weekdays on ABC.
Thank you.
Yeah. You did that, so I did it too. Hi. Our next guest is a co-anchor on Good Morning America. She's also an author with a brand new book. It's called Flea Market Fabulous. Say hello to our friend Lara Spencer. Lara!
Hey, babe.
Hi.
You're looking good.
Congratulations, by the way. Good Morning America, you know, is the #1 morning show across the country.
Thank you.
And you were promoted
Yes.
to co-anchor.
Yes.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So that's
I was
hard.
pleased.
That's hard enough work, but now you're going into your 5th season of
Flea Market Flea Market Fabulous. That's the book. Flea Market Flip on HGTV and GAC.
Okay.
And that's a show that I created, and that's my passion. That's what I love to do in my downtime, get down and dirty at flea markets.
So today, what are we going to be doing?
So today, I'm going to show you this old cart that I found at Brimfield, which is like the mother lode of flea markets, of like, if you love junk and antiques and vintage stuff. This was in a backfield. I found it. He wanted $100 for it. I negotiated it down to $60. It's just a cool old industrial cart. The size and the shape I thought were great for a coffee table. So I bought it for $60, and we did a gorgeous top. And the trick was, because it was really industrial, how do you make a top that's gonna not like scream brand new?
Right.
So we went, you can get this at any wood mill, or, you know, your local hardware store.
Home Depot or something?
Exactly.
Okay.
I didn't know if we could say those.
Oh.
I don't know who your sponsors are, so I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, thank you.
So a nice thick slab. I actually like the wood on this side, and it's a 3-step process created by one of my craftsmen, Sija. I gotta give her a shout out.
All right, because
super easy.
I'm concerned about splinters.
Don't be concerned about splinters.
What do we do?
Well, what I would normally do in the workshop is sand this down lightly with steel wool, which I won't because we don't have enough time to get rid of any of the rough imperfections. This isn't going to be a seat. If it was going to be a seat, I would really sand it down. But then to get like an aged look, you soak steel wool in apple cider vinegar. You soak it for at least 15 minutes. And the way the steel reacts with the vinegar, it creates an aged look. So what you do is you wipe it on. Actually, I'm going to do it on this side.
Good idea.
You wipe it on, and what it's going to do is give you just kind of a gray, and you take a little bit more, and you let this sit. That's just step one. Wipe it down. This is just, it gives it like a texture and an aged look.
Yeah, and how many coats do you have to put? Yes,
one coat.
One coat.
That already, it's a reaction between the vinegar and the metal, and it creates this aged look. And that's all you need to do. We take it one step further. These are paint tins, a couple of squirts in water and a rag. And you do, again, just one swipe. I'm going to use this one.
Now, I've never been to a flea market, but I want to know, where is Brimfield?
Brimfield, take this down, everybody. It's in Massachusetts. It happens 3 times a year.
Yeah?
And it's May, July, and September. And make it a night. Make it a day and a night, and go have fun, and put on jeans, and have a big cup of coffee.
And so you have to bring cash, because nobody's
cash is
credit
king.
cards.
Don't be afraid to negotiate. Everybody expects you to.
And you take your SUV.
Yeah, I mean, I would take like a Mack truck if I could. But yeah, storage is essential. You will, it doesn't, a lot of people think flea markets are filled with old dingy stuff.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, they're filled with treasures just waiting to be reinvented, like what you're about to see. And then we're gonna reinvent my manicure. But okay, but look at the wood, guys. This is 2 steps.
That's really good.
And then if you like this finish, leave it. If you don't, then we just add a quick coat of umber shellac.
Okay.
And this just adds a little bit of warmth, and it also just gives it a clear coat so that you don't get any splinters on your fanny if you sit on it.
Oh my gosh, it's good. It's going to be a nice, clear, shiny coat. So listen, so as a crafter, you suggest this, what'd you call it up in Massachusetts?
Brimfield is
that
the
your
mother
favorite?
Lode.
That's your favorite flea
But that's
market?
like a commitment. If you live, go online in your area and Google flea markets, local flea markets. They're everywhere, and they're such a fun surprise. My daughter and I use it as a way to get away, and it's like a history lesson, because everything you see, you know, like I brought you these big old, this box of hinges. She and I will dig through, and I'll be like, look, this is probably from, you know, 1840.
1800s.
And she'll say, 1840, what was happening in 1840? And it just starts a great, fun conversation that's become like, I mean, some of these are...
I get what you're saying. You know, I like a garage sale in a good zip code.
Well, I mean, in my first book, I said that, you know, if you're going to garage sale...
In a good zip code.
The nicer the neighborhood, the nicer the junk people. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but... And there's other, you know, I do a drive-by test, and if you see a lot of kids' toys, I have 2, so no, not a problem. I just don't want... I
don't want that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want your bouncy seat.
Yeah. All right, so let's see the finished product.
So here's the finished product.
Oh.
And this is it. So now we have a great coffee table.
This is really, yeah. No splinters. This is nice. You know what?
Total cost, $90.
$90, and the original wheels are at the bottom.
The original wheels, and these are antique casters that I always pick them. I mean, these are antique hinges, and so I'm not going to lift it up, but you have all this wonderful storage space. I'm going to use this in my kids' playroom, and you can see on the side, it's Former Life. You know, right here, Gasoline Department 9. I love the original paint. I love how unique and individual it is.
I love this too.
Oh, well, I'm so glad.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming here, Lara.
There are millions of tips like this.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you, Mama.
Pick up a copy of Lara's new book. It's called Flea Market Fabulous. It's in stores now. Ask Wendy is next. Time to ask Wendy. Everybody have a seat except for you. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? My name is Kimberly, and I've been married for 8 years. No kids, and I recently just received my master's degree. My question is, thank you. My question is, I really want to go and get my PhD in marketing, but my husband doesn't think that it's worth it because I have a lot of debt. What do you think?
You could be a doctor, and he's talking about debt. Mm-hmm. Some things are worth going into debt for. Now, let me ask you this. What will this doctorate degree do for your career?
Well, I want to teach in school. I want to be a professor.
At a university?
At a university.
And what does your husband do? Just asking.
He's a district manager.
He's a district
for
manager.
a large company.
I mean, can you figure out a way to pay your debt down while getting your PhD? Because the debt will choke you. Although now's the time to have that kind of debt when you don't have any kids, because kids are expensive. How long does it take to get a PhD in marketing?
It's gonna take about 2 years.
2 years. I say it's worth it. You know, find the money from someplace. It's worth it. Okay. Congratulations, Daphne. All right, we have time for another one. How you doing?
Hi, my name is Leah. How you doing?
Hi, Leah.
Recently, I went on a date with a guy, and he was really sweet and really great. We went to a diner and got milkshakes, but I'm just not sure if I'm not sure if I'm ready to date right now. I'm only 18. I'm just starting college. How do I tell him that I just want to be friends for now?
You tell him, just like that.
Okay.
You seem sweet enough. You don't seem like you're being mean. Yep, you just want to be friends for now. All right? Very well.
Thank
Congratulations
you.
and welcome to the dating world. Eye candy is next, everyone. Welcome back. It is time to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. Other shows have audiences, but we have an audience. Have one almost legendary diva fan, so drum roll, please. Today's audience eye candy winner is Sarah Caldwell. Come on down. See, you know, Sarah, here, you take this. It's not just the clothing, it's head to toe overness. Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you, Wendy.
And
how you doing?
How you doing? And so tell us about your outfit.
Perfect. My necklace was only $12. It was from OM Imports. My dress is also online. It was $49. And my shoes are 9 West, and they were $79.
And where are you from? What do you do for a living?
I am from Houston, Texas, and I'm actually an assistant principal at an elementary school.
Good for you, Sarah. Thanks for being here. We'll be right back. Thanks, Sarah. I want to thank my guests today. Tomorrow, the Hot Talk panel is going to break down the biggest stories of the week. Plus, you know, I've got you with the hot topics and the hottest shoes for the fall. We're going to show you here tomorrow. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye.